And welcome back. Today we're going to check the income of my last 3 months for my attempt to become a full-time indie developer within 1 year. These are the months, the 7th, 8th and 9th months. As you can see here for the graph, basically there is no income. This is because this has been 3 months very quiet, and I'm going to list all the reason why for this. But first of all, let's check the numbers. As you can see here, the only valuable number to check are the freelance income is very low compared to before. This is only 4% of what actually was earning as compared to my previous job. Like you can understand that is a big difference, and of course you cannot survive only with this one. So you know that sometimes even if you rely on a freelance job to survive, is not sometimes you can get the job. And as you can see, all this freelance job is very low, but this is because I've done only a one-to-one lesson, so try to help to develop games. So this kind of information like tutoring, this kind of things here, it was like between 1 to 3 hours per week, so it's really a little numbers. The rest is the same stable income from assets and templates. Yes, I put outside the new assets, but really it's not much. As I said before, if you develop many assets and template, once they're done, especially if you advertise a little bit of them, I don't do advertising or mostly nothing, only sometimes when there is a little promotion. But if you advertise, if you have a lot of template assets, for sure that will give you good income to rely on. In my case, I have very few numbers, so really the numbers are still very low. So that's it for this income. As you can see, very low. After we're going to compare with the other previous months. But first I want to give you the reason why this happened. First of all, I spend a lot of time in negotiating with different people. I have a lot of contact. I've been in contact also. I was contacting people that search for freelancer to develop the game, and all of these negotiations didn't went well, not even one single one. So I'm quite surprised, because I was expecting maybe at least even some little job to get something, but really it was a little bit disappointed. Usually I'm quite good to understand when people don't want to pay or don't want to spend much, but sometimes you can always understand well, and then you spend time in negotiating and understanding what the other person want to do, because you need to know what the other person needs to do before you can make a quote. And then you spend a little bit of time to make a quote, and then this person just simply say, oh, it's too much outside of the budget, because maybe expecting for a whole game to spend $100 or $200, so something unbelievable. You know that takes a lot of time. Or sometimes just even people doesn't even reply anymore, so it just disappears. So it's even rude, say, oh no, sorry, I was expecting less, really quite disappointing. And also I was in contact with a company. They need one person to work with them. I will make a separate video for this one because it's a little bit a long topic. But anyway, after a while I was talking with them, I understood that something was not right, and therefore I prefer to just cancel my application, because I prefer to spend 3 months now like little income or even no income, rather than work for free for someone that doesn't want to pay. So that's better to avoid. And then I spent also some time in research a lot for what's my best option for my next games. So I was preparing for the next 3 months that will come, and also to take advantage of this preparation, I prepare a little bit of tutorials for Construct. So I have at least for 1 month I don't have to prepare any more tutorials, so I'm a little bit covered for that side. Probably I will do another series of tutorial still in these 3 months, but they will be shorter videos, so it will be not much time consuming, so I can focus more on developing only games. And then basically also I work to complete Creepy Mahjong. In these days I'm going to submit the game to my testers, so to get the final feedback. If there are no more bugs, I will start with release the game. I also have done this is locally, not online. So local negotiation is something with a council here. I don't want to give it too much information because I'm not sure if the thing will go on. But basically, if the thing will go on, it will be another source of income for me. I will tell you about this if it will happen. But the problem is that it's not really a problem anyway, since it takes more time when you deal with council of something, government, any relationship that is not a private company. It takes a long time to be processed because need to pass different stages of approval. Until that time, I don't know what's going to happen. If everything will be fine, probably will be after September, so will be over this year of time that I'm spending to try to develop my career. But it's fine because I will continue. But it just we will be within probably outside this diary, but I will still make a video tell you what's happening anyway if something happens. So let's have a look at just a comparison quickly with the previous months. So as you can see, the first 3 months were quite good. I have 70% of the previous compared to my previous job as an income, as invoiced, and then the income was actually in my bank account, let's say 60%. The next 3 months, months 4 to 6, the income was not much, 30% as invoiced, but I got some of the income from the previous months. But unfortunately, as I said before, this month he has basically nothing. This red little line here, so column. So it's a little bit struggling, and you understand that I explained you many times. This is quite a risk thing to do, and lucky I was doing some freelance work. Yes, freelance work takes time to development of my game, so I can't develop game if I'm doing freelance job. But this should give you an idea how much it's a risk. You can still do it. It's still a good. I feel very happy to do what I'm doing, but it's still something you need to think well before you jump in it. And then that's it for this statistic. As you can see, anyway, nothing to talk about this number for the moment. For the next 3 months, so I will focus myself as much as I can to release games. So my idea is to release 3 games. The first one will be, of course, the soft launch for Creepy Mahjong. I will do a soft launch because I want to still get more feedback from someone is not a tester, just the actual player. And then if I have to adjust something, I can fix it. And then in the next months, I will experiment to sell Creepy Mahjong on Steam, because I never sold anything on Steam. So for me, it's just a good idea to experiment with this little game. If it doesn't go well, it's okay. I haven't spent much energy compared to maybe a big game. So I prefer to make tests with this little game if I have to make a sacrifice, let's say. And same thing for the other 2 games. I will experiment what it means to publish on one or more HTML5 game portal. So I will make a game, just a little game as a test to publish there and see which portal I can trust, which portal pay, which portal I'm not going to pay, this kind of thing here, because you want to know where you want to spend your energy, if it's good or not. Maybe I will make a special video or series of video about this topic in the future. And also want to release a game for mobile, only for Android, because I don't have a Macintosh, therefore I can publish for iOS. And this is good because of course there is a lot of demand for games on mobile. There is that is where is the biggest chunk of the money lately. But aside from this, is because also I get sometimes I can see requests for assistance to develop game on mobile. Until now, I never proposed myself because I have the knowledge to do it, but I haven't never done it actually, never published. So I want to publish a few titles before mobile to make sure that when I work for someone, everything will go smooth without surprise, without any delay. So that's my idea. That's why these 3 months here, there's not much income, as I said before, not much luck in finding the people that actually were really willing to pay for something that you can develop for them, and also preparation for the next 3 months that will come for launch 3 games and see what's happening. And with this way, at the end of this year, I will have done all the things, all the basic things I need to build my career in developing games. I hope this was useful for you. As usual, I say special thanks to everyone who supports me on Patreon. If you want to join me on Patreon and support me, all this video I'm making as a diary, tutorial, or whatever, please join me on Patreon. And of course, there are also some benefit for you. You can get assets, template, and if you need any help, as soon as I have a little bit of free time, I'm happy to help you. And as usual, if you like this video, this series I'm doing, click like, subscribe, and hit the bell to get a notification for any new video. So thank you very much. If you have anything to say, please use the comment below, and I'll see you next week. Bye.